Linus Gabriel Sebastian is a Canadian YouTuber in the tech space with a channel appropriately named Linus Tech Tips. But what separates Linus from some of the other YouTube tech channels is his ability to drop videos that drive millions of views in a matter of days. Understanding why Linus's content is so popular begins with understanding exactly how he builds and edits his videos in order to get people watching and keep them watching. So today let's take one of Linus's videos and break down the first 13 seconds. Are you ready? Roll it.
There's 3 different places in the house where we're gonna have a TV or a projector. Family room upstairs, the VR gaming space here, and the theater room. And if we wanna have the capability to play Xbox games in all of those locations, I'm gonna need 3 Xboxes.
13 visual segments in the first 13 seconds. That's the sort of blistering editing pace that we've seen in our other video breakdowns from creators like Mr. Beast. But Linus is doing something a little bit different than Mr. Beast. So let's break down the individual video segments so that we can better understand the editing process that goes into this viral video. Now the video is titled, "Please Don't Make Me Buy an Xbox." And the angle here is that Linus wants to set up 3 separate rooms in one house with TVs or projectors, but he also wants to be able to game from an Xbox console in each of those rooms. The payoff for the viewer in this video is that he's going to show us a better way to do this with only a single Xbox. But let's look at how he builds and edits this opening hook to grab the viewer and lock them into watching. Segment 1, this is an opening shot of Linus in a single room of the house, beginning the setup of the hook for this video. In segment 2, he's got a text overlay that specifically is there to help the viewer understand exactly what he's saying. It's not quite word for word captioning, but it does sell the main point that he's trying to make. He's got 3 spaces in this house that he's working with. In segment 3, he zooms into the same shot to create a visual change up instead of sticking with the static fixed one camera shot. The original text overlay keyframes off to the left and out of frame. If you listen closely, he adds a corresponding sound effect over that zoom. It actually sounds like a classic mechanical video camera zoom, just a little something extra to help sell that transition. In segment 4, he adds an image overlay of a television as he says the word TV.
We're gonna have a TV.
Again, another visual aid to support the fast-paced speech pattern that he's using in this hook. He also adds another sound effect. It's a whooshing sound that amplifies the entrance of the TV image overlay. In segment 5, he repeats this technique by adding an image overlay of a projector to the opposite side of the frame and adds another whooshing sound effect when he says the word projector. Now in segment 6, he switches to a B-roll shot of himself in the first of the 3 rooms in this video. His narrative now becomes a voiceover, and it continues as he starts listing the rooms in this house where he'll be putting those TVs or projectors. He adds a text overlay using the words family room, again to support the words he's actually saying in that voiceover. In segment 7, we have a standard cut to another piece of B-roll footage of the second room. He also adds that information in the text overlay, which transitions from the previous text overlay with a spin transition. Listen closely. You'll actually hear that a spinning air sound effect has been added to accentuate that spinning text transition. In segment 8, we have another standard cut to the third and final room that he'll be working in, the theater room. Again, we see a spinning transition and sound effect to the next text overlay, which is right in sync with the voiceover, making sure that the viewer understands each of the 3 rooms that he's adding equipment into. Segment 9 brings us quickly back to the main room shot and segues into segment 10. Now here he's added an Xbox logo, but if you listen closely, he's using a different whooshing sound effect as that logo expands into view. Even in something as simple like an added whoosh sound effect, he makes sure that the sounds are each unique and different than the previous time he may have used a similar effect. The use of these sounds is really helping keep the viewer bombarded with a variety of images and sounds and motion. Now segment 11 cuts to a 3-way split screen combination shot of all 3 rooms that he's shown so far in the previous segments. He's added Xbox logos over each one of them to help sell the idea of wanting to have Xbox capabilities in each and every room. Segment 12 is the apex culmination shot of the opening setup, where Linus brings the value proposition of the entire video together and triggers the viewer's curiosity by dropping the big question: will he need to buy 3 separate Xboxes to game in 3 different rooms? He uses another 3-way split screen of the exact same Xbox shot and inserts a text overlay with the words, "I need 3 Xboxes?" Exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. He's using punctuation to literally punctuate the entire premise of this video. Segment 13 ends with a crop shot of the very same main room he started off in. 13 segments and 13 seconds of masterclass YouTube video editing. If you want to learn how Linus solved this 3-room Xbox dilemma, you'll need to watch his video. But if you want to learn how to better edit your YouTube videos and grow your own YouTube channel, click on the video that's on screen now or the ones that I'll link down below. Peace.